So now I would like to introduce you to another character who is called Great Great Grandad Marnie. Now, all the grandsons of Great Great Grandad Marnie give a cheer. Hooray! Hooray! Now you're not a not grandson. How do you know?
Yes.
Oh, you're telling me things about my granddad that I didn't know about. Right. So, now you don't have to worry so much because Great Great Grandad Marnie is not a passionate Geordie like Grandad Dave. In fact, he's a true born Cockney, born in the East London Maternity Hospital in Stepney. So you should be able to understand what he's saying, unless you come from America.
Especially you, yes.
No. You may notice that Great Great Grandad Marnie is wearing his First World War medal, and there's a special reason for that, which you're just about to hear. Farewell, Harry Patch, last Tommy to go. We'll blow a bugle for you from sad Somersetshire, bury you in the tomb of the known soldier, and remember you, not for deeds of glory or for duty duly done, but for firing not to kill, for opposing the glorification of war with parades and memorials, for wanting to put war politicians and generals into an arena with enough guns and ammunition to slaughter themselves, for breaking the silence of 80 years to tell children that war is just waste, for having lived a life which all those wasted lives would wish. The unknown soldier in his cold, solitary tomb embraces you now. 1 million men lying in mass ranks cheer you to your homecoming, even though the politicians still refuse to fight and continue, in the tradition of Abraham, to sacrifice young sons on the dubious altars of Iraq and Afghanistan. Bringing those boys home would be a more fitting tribute to you than the poignant notes of the last post echoing around Wells Cathedral. This one is also a poem about the past, about past war. I wrote this in October 2005 for the 21st of October 2005. Now who's going to tell me the significance of the 21st of October 2005? Come on, you loyal Englishmen! Come on, you're not far from the place where it's all commemorated. No.
No.
You're not very far from the place. It's a couple of miles over that way. In a big square. Trafalgar Square. What's the significance then of the 21st of October 2005?
Anniversary of the Battle of Trafalgar.
It's the 200th anniversary of the Battle of Trafalgar. So it's called Trafalgar Day. 200 years ago today, the frogs and Spanish onions knew they had been ashore too long, 'cause walking hurt their bunions. Mais bon ami, dit Villeneuve, take a trip upon the ocean, rig some masts and set the sails, let's get these ships in motion. The sun is out, the weather's fair, it is a perfect day to take the air and sail around bonny Caddis Bay. Soon the French and Spanish ships were out upon the sea. Villeneuve saw that all was well and went to take a pee. When he returned upon the deck, all was consternation. The French had spied some 30 ships of a superior nation. Villeneuve cried, "There's nothing for it, we'll have to run away. Trafalgar is a sunny spot, we'll fight another day." They'd nearly reached their bathing place when the breeze went down. The ships were all becalmed before fleets of the British crown. When the wind began to blow again, Nelson had a cunning plan. He sailed his ships in 2 straight lines with victory in the van. When Villeneuve saw Nelson come, he cried, "Let's try again! Instead of running south-southeast, run back towards the main!" His ships turned round to no avail. The Spanish could not hack it. Nelson gave his signal man a famous little packet. Soon Nelson's flag spelled out the cry, "Now is the time for booty. England expects that every man today will do his duty." The British fleet soon split the French and Spanish Inquisition. Victory and redoubtable crashed with imposition. Lord Nelson walked upon his deck, dressed in his Sunday best. A French sharpshooter spotted him. His bullet did the rest. "Oh, blast!" cried Nelson. "My nice suit has a hole right down the back. What will Lady Hamilton say when we are in the sack?" They picked him up and took him down to the cockpit theatre. The surgeon tried to stitch it up, but couldn't make it neater. "Oh, damn!" cried Nelson. "What a shame! All is up for me. I never will get home again to drink her nice sweet tea." Captain Hardy came and wept when he saw the scene. "Kiss me, Hardy," Nelson said, "but mind you keep it clean." At last the Spanish ships turned round and saw it was too late. The French were sinking one by one. The British were too great. They called "Adios" and set full sail to get home in time for bed. Villeneuve was captured fast. Brave Nelson, he was dead. Lord Collingwood was Admiral now. I must not get it wrong and bury Nelson here at sea, but soon he'll start to pong. How can I get him home again before all his bits go off? Then Hardy sidled up to him and gave a little cough. "May I suggest," the captain said, "we use the spirit ration? He always liked a little drink. He could get home in this fashion. Just soak him in French brandy. I'm sure he would be tickled to think that when he gets back home he'll be completely pickled." And I'll just right. This one's called Gargoyle Gurner. You might notice that it seems to have some apparent resemblance to Turner. It was the school trip to Westminster Cathedral that started it. "He looks just like David Gurner, miss," said Mickey O'Sullivan, grinning round at everyone. "He's Gargoyle Gurner." They all laughed, even though the teacher told them off. "Gargoyle Gurner, Gargoyle Gurner, Gargoyle Gurner," they all chanted in unison. They used to call me Hairlip, but from then, Gargoyle Gurner stuck. On the last day of the school year, though, they stopped laughing. I made sure I got Mickey O'Sullivan first, then Desmond Court, then Ian Ford, then as many as I could before the police came. They didn't believe I found the gun and ammunition in an abandoned car in Atkinson Road, but I did. In the end, I told them that Stephen O and Mark Hudson had got it for me. They believed that. They're in here too. I'm only 12, so I only got 8 years. I'll probably be out when I'm 16. Then I'm going to burn down Westminster Cathedral. Thank you.